Hey everybody, look at me, I'm all bundled up. uh, can't shake this chill. Oh my gosh. Gloves, hat. I ain't got my glasses on, but I drove home from the factory and let's see if I can find my glasses somewhere in here. All I can see is a little pink hat thing. Oh, there I can see. I drove home from the factory in the little pickup truck that I've been borrowing. The heater did not seem to heat too well, and I know it's got a new thermostat and it's a new radiator cap with the rubber was bad on the other one, so this camera is strange on this movie thing. So it's got a new radiator cap. It's got the 50/50 antifreeze mix in it. So I don't really know why it's not heating too well. All I know is a very cold ride for half an hour on the way home this morning. I got home, I had about 45 minutes before working at the campground. So I'm sitting here, I was sitting here having my cup of coffee and cigarette and didn't undress. I kept these on because I had a chill. So for 45 minutes I sat here all dressed up like this. I know people are like, you must be crazy. But all dressed up like this until it's time to go check a cabin because we got a customer coming in for a month. I guess he's had back surgery and he will be staying here for a month for recovering. And he has his girlfriend's coming with, and they do have a pet, so he will be in one of the pet-friendly cabins, which is just right here, not far from our area. Let's see. The sun's trying to peek out, but it was 19 degrees around 9 o'clock when this morning, about 5 to 9. It was 19 degrees. Bitter 19 degrees. So thank goodness I didn't have to do a whole lot of riding around or be out in the cart too much because, oh, this stupid glare. Let's see if I'll fix the glare. There. I'm like backwards in this thing. But yeah, it was a whole 19 degrees. I'm blocking that behind. Ooh, blocking that. See, like I say, everything's backwards. But I've got my weekend over. It was a interesting weekend working with a partner on this one UPC. It's the UPCs on the markers. And it was kind of interesting because I'd say I thought majority of men were pretty well mechanically inclined. He don't seem to be too mechanically inclined. When the machine stops, it stops for a reason. You know, there's something is wrong. And sometimes the marker will be crooked and the little radar eye catches it and it'll stop the machine. Or the labeler is not labeling correctly and spitting markers out. It could be several things. And for the most part, I've pretty much running the machine. And when I was letting him, you know, kind of showing him a few things and turning it on and off, and he's been there 3 months, and I've only been there a month, okay? He got in the 3 months and recently got hired in full-time with the company. But, well, I'll be busy packing. We had to take like 12 markers and put them in a small pack, and then from there we had to put them into a larger carton and then stack them on a pallet. But well, I was busy packing these and my hands are tired. And the machine would stop And since I was busy, I thought, well, I'll let him go ahead and grab that, whatever's wrong. So he kind of looked around, he straightened one pan out, and then he just turned it on. And then it chunk, chunk, maybe once or twice, and it shut back off. And then he'd look around, and then he'd turn it back on. And you'd hear it start spitting markers out. So, and he'd walk right back down to the other end of the line where he's putting the markers on the line. So I went over, checked the machine to see what was wrong. Either a pen had gotten stuck under the labeler, which raised it up too high, and the labels aren't hitting the markers. The electronic eye might have got bumped. It's not lined up properly. There's at least 3 electronic eyes on there. But anyhow, every time it has an incident, I pretty much fixed it. He just has a tendency to walk up there and just push the button, turn it on. So I don't know how long we'll be partners, but it can make for a long night when one person has to do all the running and the other person's pretty much standing there, at one end of the machine, and you're doing the running with the, running back and forth with the machine. You're doing the packing, you're doing the boxing, you're doing the paperwork. They have this hourly chart you have to keep up with. Then they have an hourly test that you take. You take 2 markers and you got to put it on this one area, and every 30 minutes for quality check, in case they want to come around and do a quality check. So amongst all that stuff, it's to be busy. I do enjoy my job, though. I really do. I like it. I think that's about all I got to tell you, except for I'm going to bed, folks. I've been up all night. I don't have to go to work tonight. I'm done with the campground, and I'm going to crawl in bed, and I'll just wake up when I feel like it. You guys have a great day. Stay warm.